Welcome in here, race fans, to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, it's back in action on Wednesday night. It is the Salt Flat IROC Series right here from your Phoenix International Raceway with these IROC's bad boys tuned up. 23 drivers have rolled in here to the Phoenix International Raceway, and we are looking for a wonderful, quick round 6 here from this 3-turn. You heard me say it. It is 3 turns technically here from the Phoenix International Raceway. They do call it 4 turns, though, respectfully so. It is an oval, I guess. It's not a triangle like Pocono, which we will head to later on in the season. But tonight, we're about to head off into qualifying. Before we get there, though, let's take a quick rundown here. We don't have the slide because, unfortunately, as many know here that have been following along with the saga from Youth up here in the booth, is we've been having some PC issues. So let's take a just quick walk down through your top 10 here in your championship hunt here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Right now, sitting on top of the board here on the IROC Series after 5 races, it is the rookies. That's right, 3 rookies in your top 3. Randy Johnson right now holds down the top spot. He has 5-point lead over the man Hunter Reynolds. And then Todd Poston, after winning here in the early season, he is sitting 3rd in your IROC point standings. 4th in your IROC point standings is a wily veteran, and I don't believe I actually have seen him on track here tonight, and that is the driver, Colton Supraferro. He is not here. Cody Levitt is sitting there tied for the 4th position with him. Craig Schwartz, the all-time IROC winning driver, is also tied for 4th there. Also tied for 4th because, well, its 4s are wild here tonight. It is going to be Jason Dobbs. That is actually your top 4. That is actually your top 7 drivers, all tied at the top of the boards here in your IROC point standings. And there is the man who is your championship leader coming into tonight. It's Randy Johnson out of the Nichols Performance Group. Last week, having one of the stronger cars, came back to finish 3rd at the end of that race. Here tonight, trying to lock himself into a good qualifying position. Right now, 2 drivers have taken time. Ira Kohlhaas is at the top of the board with Danny Valenzuela in 2nd. Darrell Clauder, who had one of the quicker times in your practice session, he sits now in the 4th spot. Where's Randy Johnson come in on lap number 1? Straight to the top of the boards here. Randy Johnson now puts the Nichols Performance number 12. P number 1 as he drifts turn 1 right there, turn 1 and 2. Josh Taylor sitting on pit road. He had 1 and done lap. The other Nichols Performance driver, though, the 81 right here of Greg O'Berry. He is sitting 3rd. Talked about this driver earlier on here in the pre-race show here. It is the man who sits 3rd in your point standings out of the NSRA Super Speedway division. It is going to be none other than the 48, Todd the Turtle Poston. He does not have a time in just yet. He is on the loud pedal. He is on the clock here tonight. 11 drivers, as you see, have taken times right now. Orlando Rivera goes P number 3 on the board on his 2nd lap. Hunter Reynolds now jumps up to 2nd. Where does Todd Poston go on lap number 1? It'll be 11th quickest for the Turtle. And it'll be a 1 and done also here for the Turtle. It's the ABV driver out of Virginia. It'll be the number 7 here of Michael Bromley out of the Bromley Designs Group. And he goes down. He hits the apron in turn 1. He will loop around that number 7 machine. Looks like Jason Dobbs is out here tonight. He is going to be 16th quickest. He spun it out on his 2nd lap, so it's not going to count for him. Jeff Pogo back in action. Little Jeff Pogo left his Pogo stick at home last week and was unable to make the race, but tonight he's back in action. He is sitting right now 8th for the Deeper Darker Dew team here in the qualifying session. Cole Day, part-time driver Cole Day, sitting right now as he takes over the 2nd position. Randy Johnson still has the quick time here in the qualifying session. Still got a minute and about 35 seconds left on the board. Patrick Smith, Jeff Bergner, Josiah Millen, David Gainforth, and Michael Whitaker have yet to post a time. New quick time, as you see to the top of the board. It'd be the driver. Oh, and then another quick time right back to back. Jeff Pogo had it for a split second, and then Cole Day comes out here, and he goes right to the top of the boards. Timmy Valenzuela here, after having a very disappointing finish last week from The Rock. He thought he was going to have a really good finish. At one point, he was running second somehow, some way, and then wound up finishing just shy of a top 10 finish. Finished 11th last week. Josiah Millen out of Topton, Pennsylvania, trying to put in a quick time here with just under a minute left in our qualifying session. Josiah is shown as P17 on lap number 1. Don't think any other driver, maybe, well, we have a turtle out on track. I see him, ladies and gentlemen, and I think this is a new challenge here by the Midnight Runner group. It's how slow can you go? Last week it was the 21 of Jeff Bergner. This week it's the 79 of Patrick Smith. You see him take the slow way around and then tow back to pit road after 3 minutes, 37 seconds. And Josiah Millen jumps up from 17th all the way to the 6th position on lap number 2. So it looks like Cole Day will be our pole sitter here tonight at Phoenix International Raceway. Well, race fans, so far, looks like we're a couple minutes in here, and everything looks still stable here on the computer. So we're glad to have you if you've tuned in here tonight. We're about to go racing here from the Phoenix International Raceway here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. This is round number 6 of the season. And yes, Greg O'Berry, we did find a couple of them 9-volt batteries around here tonight. Thank you for that one. Get a little chuckle out of that one. While we're ready, let's take you through the qualifying order here tonight. This is how... Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the way wrong button. Let's subtract that. Let's start this over here again. Let's take you through the qualifying order here tonight, brought to us by Bromley Designs. Michael Bromley, the designer behind all the Salt Flat IROC paints you see out here on track here tonight. Row number 1, it'll be 2 old rivals going head-to-head. It'll be the 37 of Cole Day. Right alongside him, it's going to be the 24 of Jeff Pogo. Starting on row number 2, UPS man number 12 of Randy the Man Johnson. It's your points leader and your defending team champion driver and a champion in the division himself will be the 88 of Jamie Leach. Starting on row number 3, it'll be the number 14 of Hunter Reynolds. The number 40 of Josiah Millen from Topton will start right alongside him. Then it'll be the 01 out of Tennessee. It'll be Josh Taylor. Orlando Rivera, hailing out of Puerto Rico, will start right alongside him on row 4. Row 5 looks like this. It'll be the 81 of Greg O'Berry and the Las Vegas Kid of Cody Levitt. Row number 6, it's the man from a place that we can't talk about. It'll be the 84 of Lynn McNeese. ABV driver Big Country Cole Haas in the 29 machine. He will start right alongside. Right behind them, it'll be the man out of Utah. It'll be the 04 of Danny Valenzuela. Alongside of him, it'll be the PA Posse, 31 of Donald Bennett. Right behind them, row number 8, it's going to be the Bromley Designs man himself, the number 7 of Michael Bromley. Florida native Daryl Clauder. It might be cold down there for him tonight. He's got a blanket on, running in his sim rig with only 2 monitors. Right behind them, it'd be the number 48 out of the NSRA stables of Todd Poston, and then it'll be the 05 of Timmy Valenzuela. Right behind them, it's the Jason Trash Man Dobbs for the Nichols Performance 985 driver. And then it's the Turtle. And they got plenty of turtles out here tonight, and that's going to be Patrick Smith. Right behind them, row number 11 will be the 707 of Michael Whitaker out of New Jersey. And then it's the Salt Flat County Jail driver, 21 Asphalt Sprint Car driver of Jeff Bergner. And starting shotgun to the field, it's the man from the north. It's the Canadian, the 101 of David Gainforth. That's how your drivers will line up here tonight for your race from the Phoenix International Raceway. If you waited all week, race fans, the wait is about to be over. The green flag is about to drop here after just a pace lap around. It'll be the 37 of Cole Day. It'll be the 24 of Jeff Pogo. And then they will head off into turn 1 side by side. Who's going to get there first? Will it be the black car there to the inside of Cole Day, or will it be the deeper, darker dew team? You got 2 of them lined up on the outside here on the initial drop of the green flag. We've already made it farther than we did last night here on the air of the Turn 3 Racing Network, and the green flag is officially flying here from the Phoenix International Raceway as everybody's getting up to speed here down into turn 1. You already see a couple guys trying to go single file out here. But, man, it looks like Jeff Pogo. Oh, and who is that? Randy Johnson going to go around here. Turn 1. Randy Johnson from the inside, row number 2 in the 12 machine. He will go around, and everybody else will still fight down turns number 3. Your leader, a cold day, is already checked out. He will guaranteed lead the first lap here tonight from Phoenix International Raceway, and the race is on. Oh, the 24, Jeff Pogo is going to go around, and that's going to wad him up here on the front stretch. Jeff Pogo goes around. Darrell Klauter going to make contact. It looks like Taylor is involved. Who is the other driver that I believe was in there? It looks like Dobbs has turned around. So that will put us under the first yellow flag of the night as Jeff Pogo goes around out of turn number 3. Well, let's watch it back on the replay, see what we can find here as Jeff Pogo right there in that purple machine. You see him just lose it off of turn 4. Around he goes, comes to a complete stop. Michael Bromley hits him, Dobbs hits him, and then Darrell Klauter with nowhere to go in that 26 machine piles right in here on the front stretch at Phoenix International. It is a very, very tight front stretch here. Let's see if we can find a cockpit view here of Darrell Klauter coming into this. You hear Darrell off it. Last second, there's Jeff Pogo, and there was nowhere Darrell Klauter was going to take that 26 machine other than into the side of the purple, deeper, darker dew 24 car. So that is what's going to put us here under the first yellow of the night. Pile up on the front stretch here. Cold Day still leading it, though. A handful of drivers towards the back who are caught up in that will come down pit road. Looks like Cody Levitt, Darrell Klauter, Michael Bromley, Jason Dobbs, Michael Whitaker all down pit road. Timmy Valenzuela, Jeff Bergner also down there. A couple of those guys were already towards the back of the field here tonight. Maybe just going to fill these cars up, even though we only had about, almost 2 laps of the green flag racing here tonight from the Phoenix International Raceway before we had a little bit of issue there. We've already seen 2 cars go around. So it's Cold Day, Hunter Reynolds. Then behind them it's Josh Taylor, Jamie Leach, Greg O'Berry, Orlando Rivera, Josiah Millen, Lynn McNeese, Danny Valenzuela, and Big Country Cole Haas rounds out the top 10 drivers right now. Looks like the lights on the iRacing pace car are still on, I believe. Actually, they are off, and we're going to go to a single file restart. A new rule implemented here this week. I believe I saw the press release come out. If a caution comes out without having multiple or more than 1 lap turned, it will go to a single file restart. There's also an incident point limit here that was implemented coming into Phoenix, and I believe it's after 18x disqualification, and I believe there's a couple pass-through penalties also here if you hit the X limit. We'll have to pay attention to see what that is right now. A couple of drivers are snagging some incident points. Randy Johnson has 2, Dobbs has 4, Bromley has 4, Pogo has 4, and Darrell Klauter got a 5X off that, and he is down pit road for a long time as the pace car is down and in pit road, and Cold Day is going to hammer back down to the throttle, and he will lead us back to the green flag racing here, working lap number 5 here tonight, and everybody single files out. Oh, it looks like Orlando Rivera might be going for a little bit of a ride. He gathers it up with that 08 machine. He was completely sideways coming out of turn number 2. He gathers it up, and he gets her pointed in the right direction, but there's the battle for the 5th position. Greg O'Berry was going to go to the inside here down into 3, and he has the inside spot, just not able to get the power down to go underneath Jamie Leach, so he will hold on to the 5th position for the time being. Todd the Turtle Poston, though, trying to break into the top 10. He has right now with his outside, that is the 12 of Johnson, and now he also has the 29 of Ira Kohlhaas a little bit up the track. Here comes the Turtle, trying to break into the top 10. Oh, look at Patrick Smith. He was sideways out of turn number 2 also. And right now, they're still side by side as they come through the dog leg down into turn number 3. Which driver's going to be able to have it? Right now, Kohlhaas going to be able to get the 29 back down in front of... Oh, they make contact, though. And now they're going to go 3 wide out of turn number 4. 3 wide till just about the start finish line. Poston gives up the 3 wide. Let's Kohlhaas have the bottom groove back. As that all transpired, though, Randy Johnson says, thank you, girls, for making the contact. I'm going to outside this little posse here, and he goes into the 10th position after going around in the early going. Still side by side for now, the 11th and the 12th position. 13th and 14th also side by side now. Donald Bennett stuck to the outside there of Patrick Smith and the Midnight Runners. So far, the Midnight Runners have already logged more laps. Oh, posted into the outside wall out of 4. All the Midnight Runners cars, though, are still on the lead lap. A little bit different than what it was last week. All of them having issues from the drop of the green. All 3 cars not finishing the race last week at Rockingham. Tonight, they're still out there. Lap number 8 here. As now to the inside up here. For the lead, it is Hunter Reynolds going to outside Cole Day out of turn number 4. Hunter Reynolds will go to the race lead here on lap number 9. Giving chase will be the 37 of Cole Day. Josh Taylor also right there in the background. So it's a little bit of a we're calling a 3-car breakaway, because right behind them then it is Jamie Leach and Greg O'Berry. They've been locked together, and they are actually starting to gain on your leaders last time by. These two were your fastest on the track. Here comes O'Berry. He's going to turn left under Jamie Leach coming out of turn number 4, and it'll be a drag race down into turn 1 where they're still side by side, 4th and 5th. Jamie Leach is just going to allow Greg O'Berry to go right on by there. He's not going to battle him here on lap number 10 out of the 100 scheduled for tonight. Still got 91 laps to go here. And your front 3 now pulled away about a second over this little group back here of Greg O'Berry and Jamie Leach. A little bit farther back here is Danny Valenzuela working over the 84 of Lynn McNeese. Talked with Lynn McNeese before the race here from the Phoenix International Raceway, and he said, I just don't understand how these boys are so fast. This car is just wicked loose, and they are running away from me. Right now, though, Lynn just outside the top 10. He is shown in the 11th position as Cody Levitt's going to dive to the inside, so he'll now fall back to the 12th position. You didn't see him give any kind of challenge to the driver of the 38 who's moving towards the front. Cody Levitt did. It says he did come down pit road, but, yeah, Cody Levitt did come down pit road on that first yellow flag. He is working his way back through the field here now. As, Danny Valenzuela had a moment out of turn 4. It looks like he may have slipped up just a little bit because the Turtle from Poston's now looking for the 9th spot. As the Turtle looks for the 9th spot, Levitt looking to try and follow him right along with him. So it works out for Poston, and it's going to work out for Levitt. They will both take the 9th and the 10th position. Now Levitt's going to go to the inside there of Poston, though, so he'll take over the 9th position for himself. This group right here kind of stacking them up. Behind them, though, everybody is right behind. You see that whole battle back there. You can see that is actually positioned all the way back to 19th there in that camera shot. So after an early spin, it's been green flag racing ever since. And back out to the front, though, it is still the same 3 cars in the same 3 order. It is Hunter Reynolds, Cole Day, Josh Taylor, your top 3 drivers, and they got about a second lead over Greg O'Berry right there, who got around Jamie Leach. Now Greg runs in the 4th spot, Leach runs in P5. Back up inside the top 6 now will be the driver of the 12. Just a little anxious on the initial drop of the green flag, got himself put a little bit behind, had to restart back towards the rear of the field. Orlando Rivera and Josiah Millen battling for that 7th and 8th position. The Keystone Racing driver, number 40 of Millen, going to work to the inside there on the Beast Racing 08 of Rivera. He will take over the 7th spot, moving Rivera back to 8. Cole Haas in a little bit of a battle back here as he actually started to lose a little ground now. You see Jeff Pogo back out on track. He is a lap down, a little bit slower, but Cole Haas trying to hold off the strong charging 21 here of Jeff Bergner. And I learned a little fact about Jeff Bergner the other night. As Bromley's up into the outside wall in the number 7 there. We learned that Jeff Bergner, now I know race fans, coming from me right now, coming from me, take it as you will, as you see Bergner work to the inside here on the 29 of Cole Haas. Jeff Bergner's computer is literally a potato. And I thought the same thing, race fans. I've been racing with Jeff Berger for quite a while, and the other day I discovered that Jeff Berger doesn't have grandstands, isn't able to see the seams on the track. I think this guy is just pretty much bird boxing driving out here on track with these guys, and well, for the most part, he does a pretty good job till he steps on himself. But right now, he's going to work to the inside here on McNeese. McNeese is headed backwards in that red NSRA car. Cole Haas going to have to lift a little bit because Bennett in the 31 is also looking to the inside of him. A couple of these guys really familiar with door banging each other, or even, well, Lynn McNeese and Donald Bennett both racing super speedways together on a weekly schedule, handful of times a week. Cole Haas and Bennett used to run in door-to-door with each other 2 times a week on a regular series. Cole Day has worked his way back around Hunter Reynolds now. Reynolds slipped, I believe that was a lap ago, out of turn 4, as there is damage on that 14 there of Reynolds. You see him really throwing it into the corner, trying to get that car to turn. Oh, and an update on Jeff Berger. That is a graphics card of like a 640. I don't even know what that is. But that's just the information we were just passing along here in the trailer. And Josh Taylor has started to lose the front pack here now. He is in the 3rd position, but he has fallen now a second behind your race leader of Cole Day, as he has slipped back into the clutches of the 81 of Greg O'Berry and the 88 of Jamie Leach. You got to go a whole another 2 seconds back till you can actually find Randy Johnson out here on track. He's just roaming around by himself. Patrick Smith is looking to the inside now here on the Turtle. As the Turtle is a little bit sideways, letting that right rear eat. Patrick Smith must have seen it, must have heard it, because he gave Poston enough room to the outside, and now Dobbs is going to try and take advantage at least here on Poston. Will he be able to dive for 2? He will not be able to make a 2-for-1 pass there. Dobbs right here just running outside the top 10 as Poston's going to, as Valenzuela does it too, right up into the outside wall. Jeff Berger had to take a little bit of evasive actions there to get around Danny Valenzuela. So Berger takes over the 13th spot from Valenzuela. Bennett just hanging back there in limbo, trying to figure out which way he wants to decide to go. Lap down car, Jeff Pogo making a pass there on the 48 of Poston, and Poston just hangs it out once again coming out of turn 4. If we had a camera posted right there on the back right side of that Todd Poston machine, I'm sure it would be giving us some really good camera angles of him coming out turn number 4. Unfortunately, we do not have a camera on that part of the car. This is about the best we have. Let's follow him from turns 3 and 4 here. This time, Todd, though, he must know we have the camera on him. He is going to stay far, far away from that wall. Back up here, it is now a 5-car battle for the lead. It's Hunter Reynolds, Cole Day, Josh Taylor, Greg O'Berry, Jamie Leach, and they are working up upon the lap car. I believe that's going to be David Gainforth. As it looks like we have one turned around on the front stretch. Nope, incorrect. Timing and scoring lying. Timmy Valenzuela still sitting down on pit road is what it's telling us. So Hunter Reynolds and Cole Day both leading into the double digits. They were your only 2 leaders here tonight so far, as the lap down car they are working upon is going to be the 101 of David Gainforth here. He has already shown 2 laps down. He has been on pit road once, working lap 25 here. Wondering when the first round of green flag pit stops are. Oh, look at him as they're going to try and split the lap down car. Reynolds goes to the inside, and then all of a sudden, Day decides to make the left-hand turn. He goes down there too, as O'Berry's going to look here into the inside of the 01 of Taylor. He is going to take away the 3rd position from the 01. Will Jamie Leach be able to follow him through? Taylor's going to poke his nose right back down there. He'll slam the door, so it's going to be Reynolds, Day, O'Berry, Taylor, and Leach now. Let's play a little bit of swap them up here that time by inside your top 5. And as this is all going on, Randy Johnson is ticking away. He is clawing away at the lead that your leaders have pulled here in the early stages of this race. He is now back within 2 seconds of your leaders. At one point, he was 3 seconds back there, and that's going to shrink up some more now as he got a good run that time out of turn number 4. So the Nichols Performance driver, Randy Johnson, started third here tonight, and then slipped off turn 2 there on the initial drop of the green. Now it's 1.7 seconds for the driver of the 12. He is definitely on the loud pedal and hunting for that front pack there that you see out in front of him. There you see Johnson running a little bit lower entry point down into turn 1, unlike the guys who were out in front of him there. Wonder if that's where he's making up a lot of his time here tonight. Just guesstimating, but looking to possibly see green flag pit stops here probably in the next 5 to 7 laps. Might be able to reach 35, I think, if my calculation is right here on this little fancy calculator they handed me. But after that first yellow flag of the night, Cody Levin is the highest running driver who did come down pit road. He is running in the 9th spot right now. Dobbs also came down pit road. He is running 10th. Right in front of, or right behind him will be Patrick Smith. And Smith's going to look to the inside here on the dog leg. The battle for the 10th and the 11th position. Right behind them is Jeff Bergner, another one of those midnight runners. Although Dobbs having a little bit of connection issues as he's up the track. You saw him blink out there a little bit. Oh, as Smith, I thought he was going to go sideways into the door there out of turn 4 into Dobbs. He gathers it up, though. He will keep that 79 machine in check, but he will fall back to the 11th spot. Here comes Jeff Bergner now. Side by side for the lead out of turn 4. Drag race to the line. It'll be Hunter Reynolds once again at the line. Now Cole Day, though, has the inside advantage, the preferred line. Look who's sitting there in third. Slowly but surely he is coming. And look at who has caught your lead pack. It's now a 6-car lead pack as the 12, Randy Johnson, has caught the back of this little train. Hunter Reynolds still trying to make the outside lane work in this number 14 bright green car. The neon highlighter yellow machine, the Nichols Performance 81, will be to his inside now out of turn 4. Cole Day takes back over the race lead here. Oh, contact between the 81 of O'Barry and the 14. Reynolds going to go up into the outside wall out of turn number 2, and he'll drop to the 6th position. Now O'Barry is hung out to the outside. Here comes Jamie Leach looking to the inside. So O'Barry and the 14 of Reynolds making contact, and that sends the 14 into the outside wall there on lap 32. And everybody is chasing down that man right there with Cole Day. And they will go into turn 1 side by side still for the 2nd position. The question being on everybody's mind, though, is, it looks like Smith. Not Smith, it's Taylor. And Johnson will make contact. Taylor's motor will expire. Johnson's trying to get it refired. That's the 2nd time Johnson has gone around there out of turn number 2. No yellow flag, as it looks like the driver of the 01 will have to take a tow. Well, let's throw it back, race fans. I know you want to see what just happened that time out of turn number 2. Had to think where we were. Looks like Taylor gets sideways, unfortunately, comes down the track, and Johnson is already there occupying the space. Taylor nose first into that wall, and we stay green flag because there you see Randy Johnson back into the 8th position. And now Cole Day is absolutely loving what he's seeing because it's going to be Greg O'Barry and Jamie Leach side by side still for that 2nd position. Lap 34 in the books, and Cole Day finds himself out front. It was a 6-car breakaway. Now it's a 1-car. As up the track goes the 81 and the 88. The 88 of Leach will take the position away, though. At one point, it was a 6-car breakaway. Now it's a single car out there by about a second over these guys who are running 2nd through 4th. As you see, Reynolds going to work to the inside here of O'Berry, and O'Berry hung it out there and almost caught the right rear of Hunter Reynolds. Reynolds, you see the tire poke from the 14 there on the right front tire. He's going to have to watch himself trying to make inside passes, or, well, if he gets too close to the outside wall, it's going to be like an open wheel car at this point for the right front of the driver of that 14. So as we work lap 36, looks like we haven't had any takers down pit road. Actually, the only two drivers on pit road will be the 05 of Timmy Valenzuela and the 01 of Josh Taylor, as we saw what just happened with Josh Taylor and why he is down pit road. Everybody else still out there ticking here. 37 laps on fuel and tires here for the leaders. How far can they stretch it? How far will they try to stretch it? Looks like Cole Day and the rest of your leaders will once again go back around here, as it looks like Dobbs still having a little bit of connection issues, as Jeff Bergner has worked around him and got into the 9th position. So it's Bergner in the 9th spot. Dobbs in 10th, and Dobbs is going to try and get under him. He gets a good run out of turn number 4. Dobbs is going to jump to the inside here on the front stretch. Down to the inside now here on Jeff Bergner, as he has a little more blinking issues. Where is Dobbs? These drivers sometimes, you know, it's an internet-based simulator here on the iRacing.com platform, and sometimes if your internet isn't syncing with the server like Dobbs is right now, they come up onto the lap car there and gain 4th, and Bergner going to select the wrong lane, and here comes Poston now. They're going to go 3 wide. Poston backs out of her by the time he comes out of turn 4. So Dobbs is going to get away with the 9th position, trying to hunt down the next car out in front of him. And that would be Cody Levitt, but Levitt has about a 4.5 second lead over Dobbs right now. Poston does get around the 79 there for Patrick Smith, so he's back into the 11th spot. These are all battles just outside the top 10. Bergner is your 10th place car as he is sideways out of turn 4 once again. He is letting the car eat. Usually Jeff Bergner, pretty, he likes to critique the handling of these IROCs a lot. And usually he says they're a little bit tight, they're pushing, you can't get the power down. Tonight, though, we've seen these guys really hanging it out. So these cars are definitely loose here from Phoenix tonight. Track temp is very cool here in the desert. Very cool. 75 degrees as we have green flag pit stops. Randy Johnson is down pit road, and I believe also Hunter Reynolds in the 14 will be the first 2 drivers to pit. Here comes Cole Day, possibly this time by. He is down on the apron. He will bring it to pit road. Hard onto the brakes for that 37 car. Wasn't sure for a second if he was actually going to get her load down there or not. He does, and here comes Orlando Rivera. Josiah Millen also going to be coming down pit road this time by. So it'll turn things over to Greg O'Berry and Jamie Leach. Just about to the halfway marker. And I got the fuel calculator out, race fans. If we go green from here to the end, these drivers will not be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. They will still have to make one more pit stop after this one. And it looks like Greg O'Berry and Jamie Leach will be coming down pit road this time, as they are hard on the brakes. You see the noses of these IROCs really dive down on pit entry. It looks like we're just waiting on a couple more drivers to come down. Cody Levitt will come out of turn 4. He'll be looking for the race lead. Will be able to beat Greg O'Berry back to the line? He will not, so he's going to have to go back around here and hope that he can make another lap. If he can turn as many laps as he needs to right now, it'll be less fuel that the driver of the 30 out of Las Vegas will need towards the end of this race. He has about a 5-second lead over Jeff Bergner right now, and Levitt's actually going to bring down that 38 Deeper Darker Dew machine. He'll bring it onto pit road, as Jeff Bergner will stay out, and he's racing with Dobbs right now. They will take over the lead. Jeff Bergner will lead his first lap here of the race. Still waiting to see Jeff Bergner, Jason Dobbs, Ira Kohlhaas, Michael Bromley, Danny Valenzuela, and Michael Whitaker, along with Lynn McNeese, I believe. Not actually is Jeff Pogo. Lynn McNeese is just down pit road right now. So these are your front 2 drivers here on lap 44. As I believe that Dobbs is going to be coming down. I did hear all over the radio that Dobbs was coming down pit road that time by, and that's going to bring also the ABV driver of Ira Kohlhaas, Michael Bromley, Danny Valenzuela. They will all come down pit road, and they're going to drag Michael Whitaker. So it looks like Jeff Bergner trying to stretch the fuel as far as he can. He's already been on pit road once under that first yellow, so he did have just a couple more drops of fuel left in his 21 Midnight Runners machine. As it looks like this time by, he will be bringing that machine down here to get some service. And it looks like the 24 Jeff Pogo also, who is a lap down, he will come down pit road. So now officially everybody has been on pit road, but where will things cycle back out to? Because Hunter Reynolds right now, I believe once he unlaps himself here, as Jeff Bergner is down pit road, so Reynolds will now be shown back onto the lead lap. I believe it will be Reynolds then Day, your top two drivers here. We'll wait and see how it all shakes. There's Reynolds is sideways out of turn 2, drifting the 14 machine. So looks like it's going to be Reynolds, Day, Leach, O'Berry, and then Patrick Smith. As it would have been Patrick Smith, but Orlando Rivera went right around the outside on Smith there into turn 3. And oh, he's going to go wide on exit. Almost smacks the outside wall with the right side of that machine. So after green flag pit cycles are completed here from Phoenix, this is how your top 10 drivers look. Hunter Reynolds now takes over the lead. He has led 18 laps here tonight, 19 this time by as he's coming out of turn number 4. About a half second back, you're going to find that 37 of Cole Day running part-time schedule here with the IROC Series. He is now P number 2. Third on the running order right now, it's showing Jamie Leach out of the Deeper Darker Dew Stables out of Ohio. And that driver is shown in third spot after the green flag pit stops. Nichols Performance 81 driver right now. He is your highest running Nichols Performance car out there on track. It'll be the 81 here of Greg O'Berry. It is the Beast Racing 08 of Orlando Rivera right now who holds down the 5th position. Orlando Rivera, as of late, has been having some really strong runs here with the IROC Series, and right now, he is running in the 5th spot, hanging it out on exit also. Just like behind him, it is Patrick Smith in the 79 machine. Right now, Pat having one of the best races he has had so far this season with the IROC Series. And how about Randy Johnson? He is sideways once again. Can he control the 12 machine? He controls it that time out of turn 2, but that could have been the third time that we could have seen the 12 go around out of turn 2, but he gathered it up. Right now, Randy Johnson, probably one of the fastest cars out on track here at Phoenix. He's been practicing all week, put in numerous hours of testing here on the simulator, and for now he's going to go and try and take the 6th position away here from Patrick Smith down the front stretch. He'll take the 6th position, but he still has a long way. About 13 seconds now separates Randy Johnson as he is sideways once again, letting that right rear tire eat. He is burning up all the tread that is left on the right side rear of that car that he can here in the early going. And running in the 8th spot is Cody Levitt. He did not get a lap led for his team in the Deeper Darker Dew Stables. He is running in the 8th position right now, all by himself, 17 seconds behind your leader, about 3.5 seconds behind Patrick Smith and Randy Johnson. Got to go about 2.7 seconds back until you can find the driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania. It'll be the number 40 for the Keystone Motorsports driver team, and that is driver Josiah Millen. Right behind them, as you see Millen a little sideways down in 1 and 2. Right behind him, the 2nd half will be the driver out of the Midnight Runners Stables. That is 2 Midnight Runners cars inside your top 10, and it's piloted by the 21 of Jeff Bergner. Todd Posen is running 11th, Donald Bennett is 12th, Dobbs is 13th, Bromley is 14th, and Danny Valenzuela rounds out the top 15 drivers. And it is back to a 2-car battle here at the front of the field. Cole Day has ran back down. Now Hunter Reynolds is, I wish we would have stuck a camera coming out of turn number 4, give it about 100 feet out of the exit of turn 4 to see how close these guys are all getting to the wall there. Well, we're officially over the halfway point here tonight. One caution flag waving on lap number 2 here tonight. And then it's been these two Goliaths knocking each other around this short little 1-mile track. It's been the 14 of Hunter Reynolds. It's been the 37 of Cole Day all night long. These two have been inside the top 6 because remember, Reynolds did drop to the 6th position when he made a little contact with the 81 of Greg O'Berry. And now these two have about a 6.5-second lead over the 3rd and 4th place drivers of Jamie Leach and Greg O'Berry. As there you see Leach and O'Berry, they're working upon the lap down car of Lynn McNeese. This green flag pit stop really has started to separate drivers. There you can see that battle as they're going down into turn 1 here with the 88 of Leach and O'Berry as they're making their way around McNeese. O'Berry now looking to the inside here of Jamie Leach down into turn number 3. Looks like he's going to have the position. Leach is, though, actually putting up a little bit of a fight this time, as O'Berry's going to have to hold her down there just a little bit lower. Not going to have the entry into turn 1 that O'Berry would like. Leach is going to be able to maybe keep the momentum up just a little bit. Will O'Berry be able to put the power down? We've seen a couple guys slip out of turn 2. Both drivers putting the power down here. O'Berry, though, has the preferred line this time into 3. It's going to be a little bit shallower, but I think that's exactly where he wants to be. Going to nose ahead just by a little bit here. Jamie Leach going to give up a little bit of room. O'Berry has the room now to slide up in front of him if he needs to. He will slide up in front of him. Now will Jamie Leach, though, cross him over down into turn 1? He will not. He just follows in trail there in the wake of the 81. So put Greg O'Berry now out of the Nichols Performance Group into the 3rd spot. These are your two closest drivers actually out there on track other than Orlando Rivera and Patrick Smith. As there you see those two guys out there on track headed down into turn number 3 here on lap 57. It's Rivera holding on in the 6th position, Smith in the 7th spot. Patrick Smith came into the night 18th in points. Has a couple top 10s to his name, but right now he is running in the highest position. If he would finish there this year, would be his best finish as a 7th. He has an 8th place finish back at Gateway, a 9th place finish back at Michigan to start the season, and then it was a 16th at Auto Club, and then a very, very disappointing finish from the Rockingham Oval last week. The Rock was just not very forgiving, I guess you want to say, for Patrick Smith, as he's going to look to the inside out of turn 4 and not going to have the momentum run on Orlando Rivera, so he'll have to follow him back down into turn 1. Working lap 58 here out of the 100, scheduled for your race number 6 here for the IROC Series. Well, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here on a Wednesday night here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Everything's looking pretty good here on our stream. Like I said earlier in the pre-race, we had a little bit of issues with our streaming rig here over the last couple days. It's been a little bit of mind-boggling issues trying to really sort things out, as you see a battle once again here for Hunter Reynolds out front along with Cole Day. They just keep passing it back and forth. Right now, Reynolds has the upper hand on laps led. 31 laps led for him as Cole Day hits the apron out of 3 and 4. He's going to go sideways. That's going to allow Reynolds to be a drag race. Reynolds going to lead another one here from Phoenix. 41 laps to go in the battle between a veteran and a battle between the rookie. The rookie has been close numerous times all season long. He's second in the points. Right now, actually, if the race would end right now, Reynolds would take the lead in the championship standings by just 1 point over Randy Johnson. As Day looks once again to the inside, will Reynolds be able to battle back on that outside lane? He battles back, but it's just not going to be enough. Hunter Reynolds this year, 2nd last week at the Rock, 3rd at Texas, 7th at Auto Club, 5th at Gateway, and his worst finish of the year has been a 10th back at Michigan in the opening race of the season. As he is still holding strong, it's an impressive drive here for the driver of that 14 machine. to the outside on Cold Day, making Cold Day use the inside. And at the line, it's going to be Cold Day by literally the splitter here on these IROCs. Yellow flag is out. It looks like the 40 of Millen is pointed in the wrong direction here for the Keystone Motorsports Group. A little nose damage on that machine, so that puts us... Oh, and Daryl Clauter is involved. We're going to have to see what happened there between Millen and Clauter here in just a sec as we spool up that old-fashioned replay here, as it looks like Millen was possibly working upon the lap-down car there of Daryl Clauter, and two drivers possibly making contact. Let's see as Daryl Clauter is out in front. Oh, he already gets sideways, and he tries to correct the car. Millen lays on the hooks. There was just absolutely nowhere to go for Josiah Millen. As he was running inside the top 10, he made contact, and then he went around. We'll throw it back. We'll see if we can actually get an onboard camera here. Let's go from a roll bar camera here with Josiah Millen. You see Daryl out there, and Millen just winds up making contact with Daryl Clauter and just nowhere to go for Josiah Millen. So that's gonna put us at the point of green flag or yellow flag pit stops here. This will line everybody back up and give everybody a shot. So it'll be 4 tires and a tank of fuel here for these drivers that are on the lead lap. It looks like there's 12 drivers on your lead lap. Day and Reynolds pit from the lead here with O'Barry right behind him. Jamie Leach, Randy Johnson, Orlando Rivera, Cody Levitt, Patrick Smith, Jeff Bergner, Todd the Turtle Poston, and Jason Dobbs. As everybody's down pit road, you see right side tires for Day and Johnson. Reynolds. It's going to be left side tires also. It's a 4-way lug wrench what they use here on these IROC cars, so it takes a very long time and an eyedropper to fill them up. Day is done with his 4-tire stop, but now he's just waiting on enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. You see O'Barry down and away. Day is going to go down and away. It'll be a drag race off pit road for that second spot. It was going to be O'Barry, then Leach, then Reynolds, Rivera, Levitt, Bergner, Johnson in 9th. Patrick Smith comes out there in the 10th position as he rolls past the camera. Michael Bromley going to stay out an extra lap here. He'll get a lap lead for himself and his team, and then he'll come down pit road. Well, like we were earlier, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Go ahead and give these guys a thumbs up. Some great racing out there by the Salt Flat IROC Series drivers here tonight. Show them a little bit of love because it's going to be Cold Day. Greg O'Barry, Jamie Leach. Reynolds loses a couple positions here on pit road, but he'll still line up towards the front of this one. If it's your first time here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, go ahead, hit the little subscribe button, hit the bell, get the notification anytime we go live, whether it's KR Stolfus here, Chris Lagoon, Rick Hammond, Danny Valenzuela, who's out there on track occasionally, will pop into the booth also. And how about the new guy, David Worrell, putting in some work over here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, still bringing him up to speed. See all these drivers warming up their tires. The version 7 tires do play a big factor here on the street stocks, as a couple of these guys going to take the wave around right now. So to put 18 drivers back onto the lead lap. Josiah Millen still being shown 1 lap down. He will take a wave around, though. He was 2 laps down, I guess, officially then when he got trapped a lap down by the pace car. So we're going to line them back up 2 by 2 here. Cold Day, Greg O'Barry will lead us to the green flag here. It'll be 34 laps to go, so we can make it the rest of the way on fuel. Those lap down cars of Cole Haas and Valenzuela, McNeese, Whitaker, Pogo, they did not pit. So we'll see if they're able to make it the rest of the way on fuel or when they will have to come down. Looks like a little bit of a mix-up. It looks like we're going to go back around one more time here, allow the guys at the back of the field enough time to catch up here at Phoenix. It is a very long way around here to catch up when you're the wave around car. So we're just re-rack them, restack them here. Nothing, no harm, no foul for these drivers. And Jake, we see you out there in chat. We appreciate you coming in here tonight. So who do you think, race fans? Is it going to be the 37 a day? Will it be the 81 of O'Berry? How about Randy Johnson? He, that 13-second deficit now wiped out. We know he has a fast car, but will he be able to hang on? Will he be able to battle with these guys? iRacing pace car going to look to dive in this time. Cold Day going to hold Greg O'Berry up the track just a little bit. It's wherever Cold Day wants to go is where we're going to go, is side by side. Now Day's going to fire off, and he's going to go down the bank and try to get a little bit of a run here. Green flag officially back in the air here at Phoenix. 33 laps to go, and it was a great start by Cold Day, but now it's going to put two teammates side by side, Levitt and Leach. Levitt going to go high, and here comes Rivera. Rivera has a good run out of turn number 2 down here into the dog leg. He'll make the left-hand turn. He'll find himself in the 4th position and looking for for the 5th position, looking for 4th. Berger also going to get around Cody Levitt, as Levitt's been stuck to the outside of the cold tires and now has started to fall backwards. Berger into 6th as he's going to go around. He's going to find pit wall. Michael Bromley also going to go around there. Bromley's going to be the one that brings out the yellow flag here tonight. Do a little bit of celebrating at the end of pit road then for that one. So back-to-back caution flags, and this is what it looks like here. This is the one that brings out the yellow flag. Right there you see Michael Bromley making contact with the water barrels as Jeff Berger was already down on the pit road. So that's going to put us right back under caution. And while we're under caution, we're going to step away for just a moment. It's been a very long race here. I say long as in a long talking period, as we're 30 laps to go here. Cold Day, Greg O'Berry, Hunter Reynolds, Jamie Leach, Orlando Rivera, Randy Johnson, your top 6 drivers right now here at the Phoenix International Raceway.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over 400 $1,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We're almost out of fuel. You'll have to come in for a splash. Three, two, one, now. All clear. Punch it. Great job. You did really well.
Oh, welcome back here to the Phoenix International Raceway. As you see, the lights on the iRacing pace car are off. That means Cold Day is going to fire back off here with Greg O'Berry. He'll line them up 2 by 2 and go back at it here once again. It'll be a shootout. 27 laps to go here. 3 cautions now as the green flag comes back out here. And we are back to green flag racing, as it was a great start by the 37 once again as he heads down into turn 1. Greg O'Berry going to shoot to the inside here. Not going to be able to fill the hole left by Cold Day. So it'll be Day as Day actually wiggles out of turn number 2. Yellow flag waving once again, as it looks like it is Todd the Turtle Poston going around all by himself, as the iRacing Mustang will fly through him. So that will put us right back under the yellow flag circumstances. We're going to watch that back here in just a second. Let's spool that one up. Poston restarting. It looks like that is the 9th position on this restart. This is the first time we're seeing it live here by our point of view also, as Poston just drives her down there, tries to come back to the throttle, and around that machine goes. So just a self-spin there by the 48 of Todd Poston is what puts us back under the yellow flag. So, well, it was going to be 27 laps to go. Well, we're going to take that down just a couple more notches here, and why don't we just go ahead and talk to the man? I guess that's really what he wanted. Todd Poston, you got a copy. It's Muth up here in the booth.
Yeah, I got you, Raji.
Yeah, you knew this one was coming after you poked me the first time under the commercial, and we came down to talk to you, and I guess you just weren't done talking to me yet, were you?
Apparently not. Apparently I felt I needed some more time.
And I guess you wanted the air time this time, so tell us what just went wrong down there in turn 1 and 2.
Just new tires, forget the cold, and just drove over the damn limit.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh yeah, overdrove the tires.
Well, it looked like you might have tried to shift the turtle and go a little bit faster out there, as you are now nicknamed as the Turtle here for the Salt Flat IROC series, in case you have not caught that. But other than the cold tires down there in turn 1, how's that car been handling?
The car is pretty good, actually. No brakes really needed. It's just drive it, but you got to let them tires heat up at least 1 lap.
At least one. So you just didn't even let the tires heat up?
Not at all.
It's an interesting strategy here, Turtle. But now look at it going forward, because you're going to line up way back here in the 17th starting spot. And I'm thinking we'll go back racing with probably like 21, 22 laps to go here. How are you going to gain all that track position back, as you were inside the top 10?
Definitely going to try to. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, okay.
I have no plan at the moment.
Okay, thanks for answering the question. All right. We're working here. We're working, all right. Well, Todd, as there is only a handful of laps to go here tonight, good luck, and try not to bring out another yellow flag.
Well, I can't guarantee that. I might want to talk to you again.
Oh, God. Lynn McNeese going to come down pit road, though, Todd's teammate there. Gainforth is right now shown, looks like 3 laps down in the 19th position, Todd's other teammate. So it's been a rough night for the NSRA Super Speedway drivers, as Cold Day is still the race leader here. Greg O'Berry race fans running right there, P number 2. Hunter Reynolds is sitting third. He's led the most, or actually did. Now Cole Day officially here, as we've been pacing, has overtaken him on the lap total. Jamie Leach is running there in the 4th position in his Deeper Darker New 88. How about Randy Johnson? He is up inside the top 5. It's been a long time since he's seen the top 5, and now he is knocking on the back door here of your leaders. Orlando Rivera sitting there in the 6th position. Cody Levitt is 7th. Patrick Smith is 8th. How about Jason Dobbs? He's now inside the top 10. I believe that's the highest running he has had, other than when we had the green flag pit cycles, when he led a lap real quick. Michael Bromley going for a spin a little while ago, and he is now back up inside the top 10. He is running 10th, just outside the top 10, and to be the 31 of Donald Bennett. Jeff Pogo back to the 12th position after being numerous laps down here in the early going. Michael Whitaker is running 13th. Ira Kohlhaas is 14th. Danny Valenzuela is 15th, and Josiah Millen is 16th. 17th is Todd Poston. You just heard from him in the last car in the lead lap, running in the 18th spot. That will be the 84 of Lynn McNeese. But it looks like the iRacing pace car lights are out. Lap 22 here under caution. It'd be lap 20 or 21 to go, I should say. 21 laps to go when we get the green flag. Jeff Bergner has retired here from the race tonight. He is shown right now 11 laps down in the 20th position. Darrell Clauter is 21st. He is back out on track after a very long time being on pit road. Josh Taylor has retired here tonight, and Timmy Valenzuela is busy eating ramen noodles down on pit road. He has also retired for the night. It'll be a single file restart here, as we did get a lap completed before the next yellow flag. Cole Day gonna fire off right there from the outside wall. He'll go down, he'll get the momentum, and he will be racing down turns, turn number 1. Randy Johnson gonna peek out of line here on the 88 of Jamie Leach. Will he be able to take the position? Remember, last time we saw Johnson this high up, he ended up going sideways like he is there out of turn 2 once again. Reynolds is also sideways in the 14 machine. Both drivers able to gather it up. Both drivers will keep it pointed in the right direction. And Reynolds is going to go for the 3rd position here again, because Jamie Leach had a second there where he was going to go by him, as it looks like Johnson was sideways in 3, sideways off the quarter. Patrick Smith letting her eat back there. Here comes Michael Bromley also letting it eat. 20 laps to go, and everybody is hungry like a hungry hippo. As Dobbs is going to go sideways. He's going to get tagged by the 78, and Jeff Pogo with nowhere to go. Bennett's going to go sideways. Poston going to go up in the air like he's doing a little bit of a jump, trying to get over somebody. And they all get wadded up here once again. So that'll bring the yellow back out here with 20 laps to go here tonight. It all started when Jason Dobbs went sideways in front of the field, and everybody wadded up behind him. So let's take it back where it happened to Dobbs, as that's not exactly the camera angle. There we go. We got a good one here for Dobbs as Dobbs goes around. And let's just see what happens there. Smith's going to get tagged, and then Pogo nowhere to go. Bennett hits the brakes because he thought he was going to go right up into it. Poston doing a little bit of a jump and then laying it over. Watch it back once again here. See if we can grab the roll bar here with Jeff Pogo. Just know where Pogo was going to go. Look at Millen barely come through there. Danny Valenzuela also involved in that one. Let's go back and see if we can grab Valenzuela's in-car camera. I believe he's carrying one of our helmet cameras here tonight. As you see, Poston's just sideways. He gets sandwiched between Bennett and Valenzuela, and then Poston just goes, oh, whoop. So that's what puts us back under the yellow flag circumstances. I'm sure Cole Day likes running around here under yellow flags, because he just gets to lead more and more and more laps here from the Phoenix International Raceway. And it is, well, Day, O'Berry, Reynolds, Leach, Johnson, your top 5. It's Rivera, Levitt, Smith, Bromley, and Kohlhaas. First time Kohlhaas has been inside the top 10 here with his ABV racing machine. just let's take a quick gander here. 5 drivers left in the race here who have not had any incident points. Nobody has gone over the 9 incident point limit. Right now, the only one sitting at 9 would be Darrell Clotter. And it's just been a rough race for Darrell. Look at that beat-up car. For a man that just got a brand new iRacing Simulator rig in his home down there in Florida, hand-delivered. Not by myself, but by UPS. And he put it together, was mocking everything up, got it all ready for tonight, just to find out that he had one monitor not mount up correctly on his sim rig. So right now he's driving with a right side monitor and a center screen monitor. For any of you iRacing guru gadgets, know that a lot of us run with triple monitor setup, so we're able to see the passenger side and the driver's side, and obviously have a full-on center screen here, so it kind of feels like you're inside the car. You know, you turn your head left and right, and you exactly see what's on those sides of the cars. So right now, Clotter not having a driver's side monitor, just 2 monitors working on his rig, and, well, Darrell probably one of those drivers that have the least amount of incident points on the season total. The last 2 races for him, though, have not been favorable. Tonight's just one of those nights where he has 9 incident points, and he's shown in the 21st position, 19 laps down. But we don't even have 19 laps to go here, so Darrell definitely will fall victim to finishing laps down here tonight. Right now, though, Cole Day got the one to go before we go back green flag racing. We'll go green flag racing with 15 laps to go. Up there, they're gonna go look at them rubbing here under the yellow flag. They're gonna rub doors here, coming to get the green flag. It'll be Day, it'll be O'Berry. Day gonna fire it off there once again from the outside road. Green flag in the air. 15 laps to go here at Phoenix as it's a race towards turn 1. Day got away and he got the lead, but Reynolds is trying to fill the hole into the second position as O'Berry's gonna wiggle it. Big wiggle out of Greg O'Berry. That's going to open up the door. Here comes Hunter Reynolds. Here comes Jamie Leach. Oh, Randy Johnson trying to fill the hole. He's going to turn around the 88. Randy Johnson trying to find himself into a hole that may not have been there is going to move Jamie Leach out of the way, and the yellow flag will fly once again here.
To the front bumper, and he hits him again now. Ray Alfala into the outside wall.
He's gonna pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway, and he's gonna get them all done with. What amazing!
Lee to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is gonna touch in. Pit press, sideways, what a save!
Look to the outside as Cronkite goes off. De Jong into second place.
Going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's howling down to the inside.
Trying this contact though.
Slide left to the racetrack. Chris Benner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe.
Garrett Lowe should
Well, welcome back here to Phoenix, race fans. What do you say we try it again here? Single file restart this time. It'll be Cold Day. It'll be Hunter Reynolds, Greg O'Berry. And, well, Cold Day going to go to the outside here. Fires off once again. And then it's going to give chase. It'll be 10 laps to go this time by here for your IROC series here from Phoenix. And it's going to be Hunter Reynolds throwing a huge block down the front stretch on Greg O'Berry. O'Berry will have to fall back to the third position and try and rebound as Reynolds tries to go back after Cold Day. Everybody single filed out until Cody Levitt trying to get around that 79 here of Patrick Smith. That's the battle all the way back there for the 6th position. Out here, though, O'Berry thought for the moment he was going to go to the inside, and he had to back out of her, and that's going to allow Reynolds to retain the position. 9 laps to go as Levitt going to hang it out way hard there out of 3. Out of 4, I guess, technically. He hangs on to Patrick Smith now going to look to the inside here and try and take that. As it looks like somebody going around. Is that Millen in the 40? He goes around. No caution going to be thrown, though. He is down off the racing surface and still a green flag here. It'll be 8 laps to go this time by for the driver of the 37. Can he hang on for 8 more laps? He's already clinched the most laps led here tonight as Hunter Reynolds is trying to give chase to try and finish one position better this week, that he could finish finally in winner circles. Day goes up and scrapes the wall a little bit with his 37. Ira Kohlhaas trying to get around Patrick Smith also as Cody Levitt got around him just a moment ago. 7 to go this time by for all these drivers as Smith still hanging it out there. Looks like Jason Dobbs has retired from the race. He will be shown in the 9th position, it looks. I don't think he can lose any more position, or sorry, the 19th position. I don't think he can lose any spots here. Randy Johnson trying to get around Orlando Rivera, and Hunter Reynolds has officially caught your leader, so it is still a 3-horse race for sure. Call it possibly a 5-horse race, because technically your top 5 all within 1 second of your leader. It's just Randy Johnson cannot get around Orlando Rivera right now. He's going to have to work that outside lane. Down into turn 1 he goes, as he'll go sideways in the 12 machine. Orlando's going to give him plenty of room to the outside, but while Johnson is going sideways and Rivera's to the inside, they are losing ground to your leader of Cold Day, Hunter Reynolds and Greg O'Berry. It'll be 5 laps to go this time by as the flag man leans over, 5 fingers in the air. Johnson is just the complete drift king here tonight at Phoenix. 5 more miles of racing here in the desert, and your leader of Cold Day is running away trying to win another one here. Not running the full schedule with the IROC series, but still doing pretty darn well for himself. He doesn't have a win this season. He has a top 5 and 1 top 10 to his name in the 3 races he has shown up. He is 27th in points, and it'll be 4 to go this time by as your leaders are starting to work upon the lap down, or well, lap traffic, I guess you could say, of Josiah Millen, who himself spun out of turn number 2. Randy Johnson, you did see, did get around Orlando Rivera for the 4th spot. No side-by-side action on the track. These are your closest cars on track, and then is your top 3 drivers. Cold Day this time by, he'll see 3 laps to go along with Reynolds and O'Berry. And Johnson started to close the gap. He's sitting there in the 4th spot. So it will end up being a 4-car race here at the end of this one. Through the dog leg on the backstretch once again. Reynolds just mimicking what Day is doing out front, just following in the wake. Day gonna try and get a good run here, but it looks like Reynolds may have got through the center of the corner that time a little bit better than Cold Day. What will he do at the start-finish line? Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Here comes Reynolds to the inside in turn 1. Reynolds down there on the apron is, O'Berry's going to shoot high out of turn 2. Day's going to take the lead back. Johnson nowhere to go. Gets blocked by his teammate there for the 3rd spot. 2 of your Nichols Performance drivers have 2 of the fastest cars here tonight, and they are trying to work their way to the front. They are trying to win one. O'Barry checks up a little bit. Johnson going to look to the inside out of turn 4. We will see the white flag here at Phoenix. It will be one more lap to go. 1 mile of racing left here in the desert. Day has about a 2-car length lead as he works upon the lap down car of Josiah Millen. Millen going to pull down to the inside. He will let your top 4 drivers go right on by here as he's going to actually wheelie through the grass. Last turns here, 3 and 4 here for Cole Day. Can he put it in victory lane? Here they come out of turn 4 for the final time here tonight from the Phoenix International Raceway. It'll be Cole Day winning here in dominating fashion with Hunter Reynolds there in second. Greg O'Barry, Randy Johnson in third and fourth. Orlando Rivera finishes in the 5th spot here tonight. Cody Levitt comes home 6th. Ira Kohlhaas has the best finish of his season here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. He finishes 7th. Patrick Smith finishes 8th, ties his best finish of the season. Michael Bromley finishes inside the top 10, a 9th place finish for Michael Bromley, and a disappointed 10th place finish for the driver of the 88 of Jamie Leach. So as Cole Day does a little bit of celebrating here on the front stretch as he is your race winner here tonight. We'll let him do a little celebrating as we get ready for your post-race shows here from the desert. And welcome back here to the Phoenix International Raceway race fans. It's your post-race show here for your Salt Flat IROC Series. We got your top 3 drivers here lined up. Let's get a word in with each and every one of them. We got Cole Day to start things off. Cole, it was a dominating race here. You led 61 laps out of the 100 laps scheduled here tonight. How did you come out here on a part-time schedule and run up front here with the big boys tonight?
I think it was a lot of patience. You really had to feel the car coming out of the corners because it was so loose. A lot of guys were out here struggling. Even in practice, I was struggling, just trying to find that edge of when to pick up the throttle. But it was a lot of fun, especially down these straightaways. It may not have looked like it, but the draft was really important tonight. Even if you were a little bit slower or faster than the car in front and behind you, with that draft, you were able to stay right with them. It was led for a lot of great racing tonight.
Yeah, a lot of great racing there through the first half of that race. Were you worried at all around the halfway point when you looked up and saw that you guys were having to pit before the halfway marker, knowing you were also going to have to make one more pit stop possibly here tonight?
Definitely, because in that first run, there was 3 or 4 cars, I think, in that front pack. And after the first round of green flag pit stops, it was just me and Hunter. So it was really important to have a great pit stop. And if you didn't, you definitely were a couple seconds back and out of the chance to lead the race. So it was really important. I had a pretty good solid stop the first time, so I was just hoping I could nail it the second time.
Yeah, you did a pretty good pit stop there. You and Hunter Both were pulling away there. How about the end of this race, though? Was track position really key towards the end of this one as you found yourself out front, and then it was caution after caution there? Were you worried that you were going to come down to a green-white checker at the end of this one with a possible bump-and-run situation here at a little small 1-mile track?
Yeah, the thought definitely crossed my mind of what could happen, especially with, like I said, the draft being so big. You would gain more speed down the straightaways and kind of overshoot the corner a little bit. So I was a little worried about it not even being intentional, but just a bit of a mistake from any one of us, because I did it to someone earlier in the race, so I knew it was possible. But being in the lead was definitely played to my benefits, so I could get some great restarts and just have a little cushion to start off the runs with.
Yeah, and it all worked out for you here in the end. Here, you put her in victory lane. Cole, before we walk away here, we're going to roll the red carpet out for you. We're going to hand you the microphone. It is all yours, my friend. Congratulations on your win here. Who do you got to thank?
You up in the booth, as always, doing a great job broadcasting the races. Just the admins in Salt Flat and this league, always doing a great job keeping everyone in line and everything. Ramen Designs for being able to give us great looking cars.
Well, there you heard it from your winner here tonight, the 37 of Cold Day, leading 61 laps in dominating fashion here in the desert here at Phoenix. He finishes off the night as your winner. We've also caught up with the second place driver out there tonight. Hunter, every week you get closer and closer. This week, it's once again, a second place finish. What do you need to just put this car in victory lane?
Man, honestly, I couldn't tell you. If I did, I'd be sitting in victory lane right now. But, we've had a lot of close runs here. We're just getting closer and closer. I'm hungry for that first win, but I'll definitely take a second in a points run.
Yeah, second place got to feel pretty good. You know, you chipped away at the points lead last week at Rockingham. This week again here at Phoenix, sorry. You're going to chip away again. You came into the night only 5 points out. You finished 2 spots better than Randy Johnson, who just finishes in the 4th spot. So that gap, which was 5, I believe, if my math is right, might only be a 1-point lead coming out of the desert here for Randy, or maybe a 2-point lead. But either way, it's definitely shrinking here as the season goes on. What do you really attest to the good runs that you've been having here, Leslie?
Honestly, we just gotta keep it going. I mean, we've been having some good luck, and even if we haven't, we fought back. But this is going to be a really good race, because Randy there, he had a lot of bad luck during this race, but he still kept fighting back and being up here in the top 5. So we just gotta keep her clean every week and run good.
Yeah, second place finish is good. But how about next week? We go to Lime Rock. Getting everything a little mixed up here, but we go to Lime Rock. How do you feel about turning right now?
It's gonna be fun, definitely. I think I'm an okay road racer. I don't know, we'll have to put it to the test, but these cars should be pretty fun around Lime Rock, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be next week. But hey, Hunter, who do you got to thank for coming here again on the podium in your second position?
Oh yeah, like to thank Green's Rod Shop for all the help they do for me. Let's see, Bromley Designs, you guys did a good job on the paint scheme. You up in the booth put on a great broadcast. Let's see, all the fans, friends, and family watching, I appreciate all you guys, and of course the league admins doing a great job as well.
There you heard it from the man who comes home tonight, second place once again. We may have found a new bridesmaid here with the Salt Flat IROC series, and that was going to be Hunter Reynolds. Third place here tonight, it's Greg O'Berry. And Greg, it's a good run for you in the Nichols Performance Machine here, but a third place finish, something that you probably could have won with here tonight. How does it feel, though, to finish third?
Honestly, it's a little frustrating. First part of the race was pretty good, felt like, and then all this cautions there at the end. You just couldn't get the tires to come in. I felt like if we could have run another long green flag run, I might have had something for him, but we were all on ice skates the last 30 laps. It was just who could stay pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a handful there towards the end as the sun started to fade here in the desert. Did the track conditions like that play a big factor into the conditions on track with the sun going down?
I don't know, maybe. It just took forever to get these tires to come in. In practice, I felt like after about 6 or 7 laps, I'd start to see some improvement. But during the race, I felt like 12 or 15 is what it took to really get comfortable. And then when you're only having, 3 and 4, 5 lap runs, you just can't make any ground up.
Yeah, so it's a rough night, but a third place finish is you needed a pretty strong finish yourself here. You missed a race early in the season as you were away on a little bit of what we call a work vacation. So that kind of puts you behind the 8 ball. You came into the night tied 8th in the points with Orlando. You finish ahead of Orlando here, and a couple of the other guys you finish ahead of. So it's a good points day for a third place overall. You only have, it looks like, if I'm looking at the schedule right, 6 races left. What are you going to need to do in these next 6 races to get back up in this points battle with your teammate and Hunter Reynolds?
Biggest thing is just finish races. Last week I kind of fell behind the 8 ball and lost a good bit of ground with getting hung out or getting caught a lap down during green flag pit stops, and then got caught up in an accident. Just finishing races and trying to keep the nose clean, and every race I've done that in, it seems like I'll get to talk to you at the end of it, so we'll keep aiming for that.
Always getting to talk to me. It's got to feel great always being able to talk to me. But tonight, you're not going to walk away with the extra bonus point. I'm just paging through here. It does look like you have a 4X incident, which kind of puts a little bit of a damper on it, not getting the extra bonus point, as that could have really helped you going forward here towards the end of the season. But Greg, before we wrap things up here for the night here from Phoenix, is there anybody you got to thank for parking this Nichols Performance 81 here on the podium once again?
Yeah, I got to thank Tony Nichols and his support of us, giving us a little bit of extra incentive to get one of us up there to get a checker flag. So we appreciate him and all you guys do for the league as far as the admins and the Bromley with the paint schemes and Turn 3 doing the broadcasts. We enjoy it.
Well, there you heard it from your third place finisher here tonight. Greg O'Berry out of the Nichols Performance Group puts her back on the podium once again, but the man who parked her in victory lane, part-time racer, snags one of the wins away from the full-time drivers here tonight. It'll be the 37 Nicole Day, leading 61 laps. Hunter Reynolds finished second. He led 32 laps. That was the only other driver that led double-digit laps here tonight. The next largest number for the lap led category going to go to Jeff Bergner with 3. Then Greg O'Berry finishes with 2 laps led. Jamie Leach and Michael Bromley both leading respectfully 1 lap themselves here in the desert. But that's going to do it for us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. That's going to do the final race here in January for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Next week, when we go live, it'll be back into the February, the love month, and they're going to be loving turning right from the Lime Rock Park. It's something that these guys have never done before. They've never taken these street stocks to Lime Rock Park, but I'm sure it's going to put on one heck of a battle. You can catch us next Wednesday night right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network with the Salt Flat IROC Series.